We're Cynda and Alyssa, and we are going to show you how to create a gender-inclusive classroom and community. Quick story. Once upon a time, there was an 8th grade arm wrestling tournament. There was one student who was able to beat all but one 8th grader in the competition. Impressive, right?
What are you picturing? Is it a male student, a queer student, a female student, a trans student? Regardless of what you are imagining, the runner-up in this tournament was a cisgender female.
So what are gender-inclusive classrooms? These classrooms aim to teach students to respect and accept all identities. They encourage students to turn these practices into a lifestyle.
You see, in our society, everyone is placed into a box based on how they look and are expected to act in a particular way. These boxes are usually labeled boy or girl. So, the goal of a gender-inclusive classroom is to give students the power to break out of the box and understand one another.
One way to create a gender-inclusive classroom is to provide and use literature and resources that include people of all identities, including but not limited to trans, queer, and cisgender characters.
A simple way to open your door to all identities is to share your pronouns on the first day of school. Then, invite your students to share theirs. Keep in mind, it's important to ask the students because it is crucial that they feel empowered to celebrate their identity.
For additional ways to create this sort of environment, check out genderspectrum.org. Don't forget, it is your classroom and you know how to reach your students best.
Why do we need to create a gender-inclusive classroom? Because students cannot learn if they do not feel accepted, heard, safe, or validated.
Remember that story we told you about the 8th grade girl? She was called man and other hurtful things because people felt that she was stepping outside of the normative gender expression. She was a victim of gender policing. Gender policing is the attempt to force a person into the heteronormal binary categories.
One way that teachers can squash gender policing is to open a conversation about the comments that are being made. Create an opportunity for students to confront these stereotypes. To do this, you can give them a chance to think about how they fit into the box that society has assigned them.
Some may realize that we are not stuck in one box or another, and that we are not limited to society's expectations.
Unfortunately, not everyone will be on board with this concept. You may experience some pushback, especially from parents. Here are some ways to overcome some of the challenges that you may experience while creating your gender-inclusive classroom.
First, gain support from the principal or counselor so that you are not alone. Then, open a dialogue with concerned parents and listen to their thoughts, because they are coming from a place of concern for their child. Lastly, explain that your goal is to create a classroom that makes all students feel accepted, including their child.
Creating a gender-inclusive classroom will not be easy, but it will be worth it. I'm Cynda, she, her pronouns.
And I'm Alyssa, she, her pronouns.
Good luck on this next adventure.